School District Board of Education. We'll start with a moment of silence and Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 2, Annual Truth and Budgeting Hearing for the 2018-19 school year.
Good evening. The Board of Education may not adopt the proposed 18-19 budget until after this public hearing. The purpose of the public hearing is to receive public comment regarding the proposed budget, which includes the operating levy to all the jurisdictions. The copy of the proposed budget, including the proposed millage rate, has been available through our transparency website, and it's been physically available within the office. So at this time, if there's any public comment, we could receive them at this time. Having said that, we can close the public hearing.
Thank you. Item 3, items of interest, recognition, and inquiry. Board members?
I'm good.
Nothing going on, nothing to report, huh?
I just wanted to say graduations I thought went smoothly, and congratulations to all of those that graduated from East China. Other than that, I don't have anything.
Yeah, they were all very good.
I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone for the great school year. And I also want to thank everyone who helped to make the St. Clair High School community tennis courts a success. The courts look fabulous, and they are open. So thank you.
I went by and saw them before the meeting. They're beautiful.
They look good.
Oh, my gosh. Item 4, special recognition, East China School District retirees.
Good evening, President Buer, members of the Board of Education, and distinguished guests. I am pleased to be here tonight to recognize our 2017-18 retirees. We are here to recognize the significant contributions to the East China School District that each of these retirees have made over the years. Our retirees represent different employee groups working throughout the district who have made an impact on students, staff, and the community in unique and special ways. The 9 retirees who are being honored tonight represent an amazing 212 years of dedicated service to the district. For those of you in attendance, as I call your name, please step forward to accept our thanks and a token of appreciation for your service presented by our Board of Education President, Mr. Jim Buer. Michael Alley, St. Clair Middle School Principal, 31 years. As we know, Mike was not here for most of the school year. He actually had retired in August, but because we only do this once a year, he's being recognized here tonight as well. Linda Crandall, Gearing Principal, 19 years of service. Sue Fitzmaurice, St. Clair High School Special Education Teacher, 32 years of service. Sue Johnson, who is here tonight, Gearing Administrative Assistant, 23 years of service at Gearing. Wendy Kivel, bus driver in the Transportation Department, 18 years of service. Heidi Lindstrom, Marine City High School science teacher, 19 years. Terry Moss, Bell River Title I Parapro, 27 years. And Michelle Ross, who is here as well, Gearing Office Parapro, 22 years. And Steve Winkler, who is a custodian most recently at Marine City High School, 21 years. And you may still see Steve around the buildings as he is serving as a sub-custodian for us now. But on behalf of the administration and all the employees of East China, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for all your service, and we are going to miss you all. Thank you. And Craig has to get his picture.
Oh. That's so close. Sir?
Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. A motion is needed for the approval of minutes for the regular Board of Education meeting, May 21st, 2018. Special Board of Education meeting, June 11th, 2018. Approval of payment of bills, financial statement, schedule of investments, MHSAA annual participation resolution, and status of probationary teacher achieving tenure status.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. Comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So carried. Next item is our recognition of persons wishing to address the board. We have two people. Ken Nicole, please.
Good evening, and thanks for affording me the opportunity to speak with you this evening. My name is Kenneth Nickel, and I'm on the opposite side of this table tonight because in my day job, I'm the superintendent of Yale Public Schools. You guys run a very efficient meeting. It's my hope not to bog you down. So, Suzanne, you give me the knife anytime you want. I am currently running for the 81st District State Representative under the Republican ticket. It is my job, because it's a very crowded field. There are 8 individuals vying for that position, which Dan Lauers currently is term limited on. And so I'm trying to make certain that I distinguish myself from the other candidates, and hopefully the fact that I'm here this evening is a step in the right direction. My wife and I had the opportunity to walk about 26 miles this weekend, and that's our regular weekend sessions, and I feel that the only way that you can represent somebody is getting out there and getting the opportunity to speak with them. As I indicated, I've been at Yale Public Schools as a superintendent. I've been there for 8 years, and hard to believe that I'm the longest tenured superintendent in St. Clair County. My lovely bride says, "Stop saying that. You're just telling people you're old." And I feel that they've kept me, so it must be that I'm doing a pretty decent job. Just as you guys this evening, we last week went ahead through our budgets. I've had 3 balanced budgets 3 years in a row, and I'm very excited about that. I still feel, and that's one of my platforms, that education is not nearly funded to the level that they need to. And it's my hope to be an advocate for kids, just like I am in my day job, and take that to the Lansing streets, that's for certain. You'll find that I'm not a politician, even though I've been in the public eye. You know, it's for that duration, it's important to note that. But I feel I bring a lot of experience, a lot of integrity, a lot of honor to my position, and I feel I can take that collaborative approach that I've had the opportunity to work with an outstanding Board of Education, just like Suzanne has the privilege of, for a collective cause. So I hope that I can take that and be able to transition that same attitude and approach in Lansing. I'm very active in the community. Probably the 2 things I'm most proud of is I'm a member of Sacred Heart Church. I'm a Knights of Columbus member. I'm a 3rd degree, as are my 2 older sons. My youngest is a squire. He will become a Knight of Columbus member when he becomes of age. In doing that, I've also distinguished myself amongst those 8 candidates. I'm the only individual that has received the Michigan Right to Life endorsement, which is probably the most proud thing that I can have, because it tells me my moral compass is kind of pointed in the direction that I want it to be. Additionally, I've received several other endorsements. I won't bore you, but I figure it's important to at least share. I have Sheriff Tim Donnellan is endorsing me as well, and he's not endorsing any other candidate. I don't make promises because certainly in this climate, it seems that everyone wants to sell you something and provide with rhetoric. I think there are three areas that I'm focusing on. Infrastructure, there's no surprise, but infrastructure goes beyond just the bridges and the roads. It goes to education. Education is really part of our infrastructure as well, and I think we need to make certain that we keep that on the radar. Economic growth and development for our community, and certainly I want to make certain that we can continue to make St. Clair County a good place for families to raise children. So I appreciate the opportunity for being here, and again, I don't make any promises other than I'm going to work very hard if I get the opportunity to make certain that I fulfill those platform components. Thank you for having me this evening.
Thank you for coming and
Thank
sharing.
you.
Thank you,
so
Ken.
much. Nancy Mott?
Good evening. My name is Nancy Mott, proud member of the ECEA, and here to talk to you about some things that happened in our classrooms in the month of June and some fantastic things that are happening to and for teachers over the summer. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all the graduates of East China school districts. Yay, we moved them on to their next adventure. We would also like to congratulate all of the retirees, but especially the two that are in our membership group, and that would be Sue Fitzmaurice and Heidi Lindstrom. I would also like to congratulate on behalf of the ECEA the 5 members of our group that earned tenure this year. That would be Kathleen Fox, Sarah Gray, Angela Justa, Corey McCullough, and Danielle Parada. Okay. These things happened in classrooms in June, a short time before we gave exams and sent them on their way for summer vacation. Angela Justa, a special education teacher at St. Clair High School, would like to share that an outside agency came into her life skills class in June to teach what to do in an emergency, which supported their safety unit. The program is called STEP, Student Tools for Emergency Planning. The presenters were Terry Wilmoth from Citizens Academy, a Homeland Security and Emergency Management company, and Sandra Justa from the American Legion of St. Clair. The program went over many important details about how to handle emergency situations. Some examples included fire, car accidents, power outages, and weather-related emergency. Each student in her special education class received a bag, a flashlight, and a snack. The students had fun while learning and are thankful for the time they spent in the classroom learning emergency procedures. This is one of my favorites. Second graders at Palms made kindness rocks as part of their community project for their social studies curriculum. Each second grader painted a rock, wrote a kind message on it, and sealed it because they are placed around Marine City. The teachers placed the rocks somewhere in the community of Marine City, and each rock is labeled with hashtag Palms Rocks so that everyone who finds a kindness rock can link it back to the Palms community. So when you're out and about in Marine City, be looking for those second grade kindness rocks from Palms. As you know, summer is a time where many teachers rest, re-energize, get ready for the next school year, plan, go to school, get jobs, and so on. But these are some of the fantastic things that are happening. Barb Smith and Pam Young, both science teachers at Marine City Middle School, are attending a teacher workshop in conservation science that's through the San Diego Zoo, but it's held at Albion College from July 30th to August 2nd. They are very excited to share their new science knowledge with their students next year. Amanda Volz, business education teacher at St. Clair High School, will be presenting at 2 conferences this summer. The topics she will be speaking about are financial literacy and investing. June 16th, which already happened, she presented at the Michigan Council for Economic Education Summer Conference. And in July 9th, she is speaking at the NAF conference in Washington, D.C. Carrie Friedel-Estapa, an 8th grade science teacher at St. Clair Middle School, and Kathy Grieve, a 2nd grade teacher at Bell River, attended the NGSX code for the Next Generation Science Exemplar System, and that training was held June 18th through the 21st at RISA. They are increasing educator awareness for the visions of the new science standards and increasing effectiveness in teaching with the 3 dimensions of practices, core ideas, and cross-cutting concepts. Lori Weatherly, a 3rd grade teacher at Bell River Elementary, will be spending her summer preparing for her 2018-2019 grades 3-4 split. She will be updating and revising ELA resources and methods to engage her incoming 4th graders. Kelly Robbins, a 4th grade teacher at Bell River Elementary, attended a 1-day workshop to learn computer science fundamentals through code.org. She will be able to use code.org to introduce basic coding to students kindergarten through 5th grade in the upcoming school year. Last year, Bell River borrowed Dot and Dash from RISA to use at their STEAM night to introduce basic coding to their students, and they enjoyed it very much. She is looking forward to extending that to kindergartners through 5th graders next year. Kim Shunk, a teacher at Marine City High School, will be breaking down the SAT data into helpful teaching materials for specific grade level areas. On Tuesday, June 26th, Nikki LaParle, a Gearing Early Childhood and Pine River CI teacher, and Rachel Radigan, Gearing Early Childhood teacher, will be attending Trusted Advisor training at RISA to gain the skills and knowledge to educate families about resources and services available to young children and families in St. Clair County. Nikki and Rachel both serve on the countywide School Readiness Committee, which is a collaboration of early childhood professionals whose focus is to reach and educate families so that all children are ready to learn by the time they enter kindergarten. The very creative students in the East China School District had art on display in the St. Clair Art Association featured Aspiring Artists Show at the St. Clair Art Fair this past weekend. Their work will continue to be in the main gallery of the St. Clair Art Association during the art fair and the summer months. These students are under the direction of Marnie Williams, who is the art teacher at Marine City Middle School and Marine City High School, Lori Hannon, who is the art teacher at St. Clair Middle School, and Cindy Wiseman, who is the art teacher at St. Clair High School. If you didn't see their work in the back of the St. Clair Art Association building, go take a look. It's amazing. Mark Eberhard, a St. Clair High School biology teacher, contributes that on Tuesday, June 19th, he completed a full-day workshop for Michigan Association of Biology Teachers. He was part of the planning team and one of the presenters. They had over 70 biology teachers attend the one-day PD. In July, Mark will spend 1 week at the Center for Biomolecular Modeling at the Milwaukee School of Engineering in a week-long PD called The Science and Ethics of Genome Editing. Next year, he will do the second week in the same course in Berkeley, California, where most of the original research is being done. Mark will also spend 1 week at the Howard Hughes Medical Institute in Washington, D.C., in a PD and curriculum development session based on biological regulation across scales from molecular to cellular to organism to ecosystems. He's going to be biology busy. Vanessa Kerr, Marine City High School, and Janet Gangwer, Marine City Middle School, both history teachers, are going to attend 1 day of the Michigan Summer Seminar on Holocaust Education. It's an interdisciplinary inquiry on teaching the Holocaust. Participants in this PD will deepen Holocaust and genocide content knowledge while also exploring and sharing teaching ideas that meet the 2016 Michigan mandate on genocide and Holocaust education. The PD will be held at the Holocaust Memorial Center in Dearborn in August. Laura McDonald, computer and journalism teacher at St. Clair Middle School, is reading several education-related books this summer. She is currently reading Lead with Literacy and will be inspired by several more. She is also learning new software for the journalism class and attending a training in regards to preparing the journalism class put out together by the New Software Publishing Company. East China School District teachers participating in the summer school program this year are the elementary program is called Sailing into Learning, and elementary teachers Participating in that are Chelsea Stephanitis, Jessica Jones, Barb Carroll, Rosalind Wise, Carrie Wall, Stephanie Manano, Kelly Vogler, Jeannie Westerhoff, and Lori Weatherly. Vicki Miller and Amanda Bondi will be running middle school summer school sessions, and Jay McCullough and Amy Stilson will tackle on the high school summer school. Kelly Robbins, a fourth grade teacher at Bell River Elementary, also won third place in a contest sponsored by We Are Teachers and teacher-created materials. She won a classroom collection of fiction and nonfiction books, 15 books, 6 copies of each, so 90 total books with teaching guides. This is a value of over $800. She is excited for them to be delivered and to use them next year. She is the only winner from the state of Michigan. And last but not least, Amy Langmesser, special education teacher at Pine River Elementary, just wanted to mention that on behalf of Voya Financial, she has been selected to receive a $2,000 Voya Unsung Heroes Award. This award will be used to fund a multisensory room at Pine River Elementary. In addition to this $2,000 award, she is a finalist for a chance to receive an additional $5,000, $10,000, or $25,000 award. She will find out at the end of September. So keep your fingers crossed for Amy. Thank you. Have a great summer. I'll see you in September.
I have one question. If I find one of these Palms rocks around town, do I get to keep it?
You get
Do
to
I-
keep it, and then you can send something back to well, there'll be third graders now at Palms to say, thanks for your kindness, rock.
How many rocks were there, do you know?
However many second graders there were at Palms. 46?
They want you to post it online.
That, where we found it?
Like Facebook or Twitter or something?
Okay, neat.
Fun, that's fun.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nance.
Next item, reports, elementary and secondary handbooks.
Good evening again. I believe you all received electronic copy of the handbooks with the strikeout version and the highlight, so you were able to denote the changes. But just briefly, they have been updated for the 2018-19 school year. The secondary handbooks, that being for the high schools and the middle schools, were based on suggested language from the Michigan Association of Secondary School Principals. And mostly that was just related to grammar and nomenclature changes with changes in name of state agencies and that. With the elementary, there was one somewhat significant change, and that was in regards to the academic achievement eligibility. Those changes were proposed by the Elementary Steering Committee, which is a committee made up of K-5 teachers in the district who met over 2 days last week, and one of the changes was to align that criteria to being more in line with our report card and to provide a clearer definition of eligibility, so there was no question with that. And then following board approval of the handbooks, obviously they'll be cleaned up and the strikeouts will be taken out, and then they'll be provided on our website for parent and student information.
Questions? Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dawn.
Item 8, our board action agenda items. We'll start through them. A, per administration recommendation, the Board of Education approves the fiscal year 2017-18 amended budget.
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Frank,
Support.
support by Mrs. Griefor. Comments or questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So carried. Item B, per administration recommendation, the Board of Education approves the General Appropriations Act resolution for fiscal year 2018 and 19.
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Ebut,
Support.
support by Mrs. Murphy. Comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So carried. Item C, the Board of Education approves the contract extension with Suzanne Saibula, the Superintendent of Schools for 2018-19 school year through June 30th, 2021.
So moved. Support.
Moved and supported. Comments or questions? I just have to say we welcome you for another year.
Thank you very much.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So moved. Items for our next board meeting, there's the organizational meeting. And with that, we stand adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.